Ovarian cancer can strike anybody and they won't know it. I didn't know it, that it's the silent killer. I was working out at the local gym with my sister, and I was getting dressed and I found a lump near my navel, and I went to the doctor thinking I must have a hernia. The doctor looked me over and said, "No, it is definitely not a hernia, but it needs to come out." And that's how it all started. And I made a phone call to Moffitt, told them my story. 1 week later, I was sitting across the desk from Dr. Wenham.
Judy first came to see me a couple years ago at, I think, a very frightening time for her. And so together we worked through this and ultimately made a plan for surgery. We see a large volume of endometrial and ovarian cancer cases at Moffitt Cancer Center, and we see them at all different time points throughout pre-diagnosis, diagnosis, and treatment.
And 2 weeks later, I was actually in surgery, having that mass removed.
After that, we came up with a treatment plan, and she elected to get what we consider the gold standard of treatment, which was a specialized infusion of chemotherapy into the belly cavity.
It's my feeling that when you have cancer, I don't know that it ever goes away. You want it to go away, but it keeps wanting to come back, and we just keep finding other ways to push it aside.
She decided to go on a new immunotherapy trial, which is actually testing for the first time a combination of chemotherapy and immunotherapy to stimulate the immune system in the patient to fight cancer.
Not everyone takes part in clinical trials for one reason or another. It might help me. It might be the magic number. Down the road, I'm hoping that or any number of the clinical trials will help people in the future.
I think Moffitt has so many things that enable a patient to have their best chance at beating cancer. I think it includes the quality of the people who work here. I think it has to do with being on the cutting edge of research. I think it has to do with the collaborative spirit that's here. I think it has to do with the type of patients who come here.
Dr. Wenham and I have always had a really great relationship, and I know without a doubt he treats me just as he would any one of his family members.
Instead of just giving the patient a treatment plan, I try to discuss with them why those treatment plans seem to be valid, recognizing that there's a lot of gaps in our knowledge and there's a lot of individualization.
I always keep my family out front. I know they're counting on me. So I get up and I move, and I keep moving. You just have to keep fighting.
To learn more, call 1-888-MOFFIT or visit moffitt.org.